Hello again and welcome back. This is Agent B13. Once again, happy weekend. Gonna do a little bit of streaming of the newest Ring Domination event coming up this weekend. A little bit into it already. The feature card is Bayley, which is really cool. Still not quite at a level where I'm going to get it, but I am hoping to pick up a couple of cards this weekend. So let's jump right into it. I hope everyone's had a happy Friday thus far. As always, if there's any issues rather with the audio, be it with my voice or the music or both, please let me know in the chat. Sami Zayn. I actually picked up that Sami Zayn card. I haven't added it to the overlay because it's not really the best card I've gotten recently. It's good to have, but until it's a pro, it's still not my best card. Let's go. Well, let's just go here. Alright, so first pull of the night. Let's see. Where should we go? I'm feeling like the top corner has been evading me for a long time. I'm thinking there's got to be something up here soon. So let's go this way. I could be wrong. I am totally wrong. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Yes, I am cheap. I am going out and into the event to get the easier bouts because I don't want to waste anyone's time with that. So as you can see, there are some oddities in my deck. The reason I have those in there, I have a system by which I play Ring Domination. Based on the idea that even at full strength, I was going to be in the elite area tier. So what I do is I throw a couple of weaklings in there, a couple common cards, like the Kalisto in the corner, because I know that even if it gets taken in the first exchange with the opponent, I can always just take it back. Now what that does is it creates one locked card on the board for me. So the way I look at it is on the 3x3 grid board, I only have to have 5 cards to win. It doesn't matter if I get a perfect game. It's nice, but it's not necessary. So the more cards I can lock in, for example, this Roman card, which is currently useless, is now a guaranteed card for me. Now I have 3 locked cards, and I only need to set 2 more on the board. And if I take any cards, it just makes it all the easier. The reason I do this is I find when you go head-to-head against decks of the same tier, you run the risk of getting a bout that surprisingly doesn't go your way, and all of a sudden, well, all your cards are similar in strength, so it's just as hard for you to take back a card as it is for your opponent to take it in the first place. So it can go south very quickly. So I prefer to stagger my deck as such. See, not some... I guess in my mind, I feel like it gives me an advantage. Some people may disagree with me. I'm sure some people do disagree with me, but it works for me. Okay, so we tried the top. That didn't work. Let's try the bottom this time. Waiting on network, of course. Okay. No, and no. And... waiting on network. No. And... one more. Oh. I really hope I don't have this kind of luck the entire night. I really don't want to put you guys through this. Let's take you. By the way, as you can see, if you've been here before, I have added a couple more things to the layout. Up in the top left corner, I've added a little widget there so you can see the most recent follower. Underneath is the most recent donator. Unfortunately, that is still blank. I'm hoping that someone will be generous enough to rectify that for me. And underneath the most recent reward card, I have a little bar there. The first thing I'm hoping to put donations toward, as I've mentioned in previous streams, is to finally get some hardware to do face camming on the stream as well. Not that that's necessarily going to make the stream any prettier, but I find it would probably be a little bit more entertaining. Okay. Perhaps third time is the charm, considering we only have 3 choices left. Logic usually dictates to stay away from the face, but sure. Ah. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm gonna go back toward the bottom again. I'm really hoping I can get this card tonight. It's going to be difficult, but I am going to try. I want to have as close to 2 full days to work on the Elite card, which I have already seen is Ember Moon. I would love to get it. I just don't know if I'm going to have the time. I'm considering using pick doublers, but I'm also considering saving those credits for the next single Road to Glory. So I still have to figure that out. Not quite sure what I'm going to do. By the way, if my mic does seem to cut out, it is probably me just muting it. I do have some snacks here, and nobody wants to hear that. Nobody. So you'll just have to excuse me if I do happen to go silent for a little bit. Just feeding the need to stay nourished. Okay, what do we got? Let's go here. I haven't had a lot of chance to play throughout the week. I'm still finishing up that second Austin Aries card, so I haven't pro'd that yet. It's kind of disappointing. But, man, when that gets going, it's definitely going into my ranked deck. done another one. I checked earlier this morning. I didn't have any ad boats, which was very odd because I haven't used them in a while. Hopefully I have them again now, because we're running out of boats really fast, and I'd rather not have to go and do ranked or Money in the Bank or Royal Rumble when it's event night. So hopefully they're there. I still tend to go around the outside first. I do find that normally that's where they tend to go first. And just because I said that, the next few pieces are probably going to be in the inside. Caleb Davies, welcome back, man. How you doing? Hopefully the Friday is treating you well. Good to hear, good to hear. You need a team. I won't say 100% that I can guarantee that I can help you, as I do have someone on a waiting list already. What tier are you? What tier is your team deck? Harden Plus. You're not too far off. We right now our minimum requirement is elite. That's not something I can change. I do stand by that. However, if you do get to that point, you can certainly give me a shout, and I am more than willing to give you a shot. There's another viewer asked me the same thing. And they're planning on getting into Elite very, very soon. I have one spot left on the team that's open, so I have promised to give him a shot if he can get there in time. So likewise, if you can do the same, and I have an open spot, maybe not this team event coming up, but perhaps next week, we'll get in touch, we'll talk, and we'll see what we can do. Actually, I should mention that we just had someone come back to Conspirators, and this happens a lot, and I kind of take this as a point of pride that we've had people leave the team in the past on very amicable terms, simply because either they had bought into cards that shot their rank way up, well past what we were currently working on. One such of those members did leave and has actually come back. They are actually the strongest member of our team, and they shot our team rank all the way up into Ultimate. So we are now at Ultimate. I actually did not expect this at all. I got no word from that member that they were coming back. Complete surprise. But because of that, I am still leaving the requirements at Elite 4 now. Can we please make a team? Well, I have no plans of making a secondary team. I am open to the idea of helping you to create a team insofar as if you wanted to work in tandem. So, for example, that your team was like a second tier team for Conspirators. Would that be something you're interested in? And your Harden freebie. Was it male or female? It was female. Female, hardened female, hardened female. I want to ask what brand, but I won't. I won't do that because that could narrow it down a lot. I'm gonna say, let's go Charlotte. I think you get Charlotte. Okay, so it is Raw. Now, the Charlotte card in Hardened is still from the Raw brand. It was before the shakeup. But is that incorrect? Is it someone else from Raw? Ah, wait. Becky? Are you sure? Methinks my Bay has always been on SmackDown since the draft and the brand split. But if you got picks, then I'll believe it. Okay, I kind of figured. That's cool though, because Becky is totally my Bay. So I am more than a little jealous. Card limit. Oh, just bear with me. I gotta dump some cards. Let's dump some more into Sammy. Wilco2595, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy. Hope your Friday's going well. Also, hope your Ring Dom's going well if you're participating. Can we make a team if we don't get good members before the singles? Well, the only problem with that, Caleb, if I were a member of a team, I would consider it, but I am the owner of Conspirators. I am not just a member, and I am very devoted to my teammates, which, again, if you can get up in rank to the point where you can join with us, you will see exactly what I mean. Second card in Ring Dom. Nice. Keep up the good work. Like, there is a reason that I have people that have kind of gone off on their own, gone way up past us in tier, and have still come back and are more than happy to be back with us. The Chris Anchor. I want to say I'll take your word on that, but whether or not calling legitimacy into question, welcome to the stream, and I hope you're having a good Friday night. Want to make a deal? That depends on what the deal is, Caleb. Murderface, good to see you again, buddy. How's your weekend going? 1989. Welcome to the stream as well. I hope your Friday night's going well. Numbers are starting to jump up. We got a bit of a party going on in here, folks. We do have a song request function on, exclamation point song request, and if you have the YouTube URL link, you can post that in the chat. And the only real rule I have, try to keep the lyrics to whatever you're listening to PG. I do not know the age range of the people that are listening, and I'd rather just keep it fun and friendly for everybody. If you make a second team for your stream and we get good members and they grind, they have a chance to join the team. I would be willing to consider that. I would absolutely be willing to consider that. Oh, okay, you're responding to Murderface. Pretty good. I've been up since 5 a.m. Murderface, I feel you. I get up fairly early for work as well. I am very glad that it is the weekend, buddy. But, Caleb, yes, if you were able to get that running, I could seriously consider that. We could find a way, potentially, to work that in here. Keep in mind, I am still fairly new to this, so beyond word of mouth and a little bit of text, I'm not sure how much I want to screw around with my layout just yet. But we can talk about that. We'll talk about that. We'll have talks. I picked the team name. I'm sure I can come up with something. Probably try to keep it fairly relevant to the main team as well. Don't know if I want to just cop out and go Conspirators 2.0. We'll try to get a little more creative with it. Okay, how's our luck doing now? Come on, let's give these people a shard reveal. Let's go. Let's do... See, I said that it would be in the outside. I said that. But now that I've said it, I know where it's going to be. I know it. I feel it in my blood, in my bones. Come on, prove me right. Prove me right. Come on! Is that like reverse psychology? I don't know what I'd call that. Well, I know what I would call it, but I can't say that. Let's try top corner. No. Okay. Well, 4 choices left. And a fake boat. Okay, now we find out if the ad boats have come back yet. Oh, they're back. Okay, commercial break, folks. What picture should I have as the champ? I'm actually completely open to you choosing that however you wish. I don't know where he's at tonight, but Flair would be all over this stuff. If he does show up tonight, maybe get in touch with him as well. Because if he doesn't make it into Elite, that would be a good way to kind of placehold as well, as to have that second team up. I'm sure he'd be more than willing to work as a general as well. You've received 1 free bout. Alright, let's go get that shard. Let's go get it. Let's go get that shard. Man, this is kind of exciting. I never even considered the prospect of a second team. But hey, if you guys want to form one, that'd be great. What should that be? Huh. Well, okay. Let's do a little bit of background first. A little bit of a trivia lesson here. Now, the name conspirators comes from the fact that I do a considerable amount of acting. And in my acting career, I have played a role in Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. Now, if anyone knows this show, Wardo, thank you for following, buddy. As I was saying, if anyone knows what this play is about, it follows the Roman Senate and the eventual murder of Julius Caesar. Now, one of those conspirators, Marcus Brutus, is the one who sort of leads that conspiracy. There is a quote that was reported that when he stabbed Caesar, he cried out, "Sic semper tyrannis," which basically translates to "thus always to tyrants." It was a rallying cry against tyranny. Now, you might, if you are able to search the team conspirators, you'll see that is the subheader, "Sic semper tyrannis." That would be one of my suggestions, but I think now that I've educated everyone as to where the first team name came from, I might just go with something easy like Brutus. So if you want to try Brutus, give it a shot. It is a pretty simple name. It probably won't go through. You can add little doodly-doos and friggin' little... what's the word I'm looking for? My goodness. Like tildes and stuff. Just add symbols. That's the word. Symbols. Hey, what a great word. You can add some symbols to it if you want to just kind of make it unique so it goes through. But just let us know in the chat what you end up choosing if that's what you go with. A2 Brute, very good, Murderface. I like that. If Brutus doesn't work, that's definitely a contender. By the way, if anyone here is new that has followed that I didn't see the little sticker come up, I do apologize. Again, I am still very green at this. There's a lot happening. This is very interesting. I'm forming a second team now, apparently. So this is turning into a very exciting night for me. So regardless, if you have followed tonight, thank you very much for your support, and I hope you guys are all having a great start to your weekend. Okay, let's go with... Let's go here first. I'm kind of stuck in that... I'm walking that tightrope of... I want to speed through the bouts to get to the shard pulls, but I know we're running low on bouts, and it's almost like, is it better if I just let the animations go that little bit longer, just to let the timers run out a little bit more, and the bouts cool down, and it doesn't seem like we're waiting, and it's herky-jerky. You know, which way do I go? I don't know how long the ad bouts are going to last. They did just come back. Hopefully I have a full round of those, but we'll see. I'll just kind of go with my impulse. Brutus with underscores on either end. So underscore, Brutus, underscore. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. If you are interested in joining the, don't know if I want to call it a placeholder team, it is a second team, a secondary team, certainly with the potential of moving up to the main team. Certainly search it, talk with Caleb. Caleb is the one that's going to be running this. I'm not sure, Caleb, what tier are you going to start that at, buddy? Because I'm sure we have people from various tiers here in the chat. There we go. I forgot to load up my labels app. All right. So Wardo, you're now showing as the most recent follower. Thank you very much for your support. No worries, Caleb. Take your time. I will be here. Okay. Let's give these people the shard reveal. What's it going to be? Going to be the lone wolf up in the top corner, or are you going to be one of the bottoms? Which one do I go with? Which one do I choose? I'm going for you, loner. Ah! Let's go with the middle. No. Let's go with the right. Yes! And down. Okay. So we got 16 left. Cat Esync 2, welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying your Friday night. And by the way, how's everybody's ring dom going? I heard from a couple people, but not everybody. just checking my bot, and I'm seeing some error messages. Could someone in the chat tell me whether or not they hear music with the stream? Just wondering if I have to give my bot a kick in the pants. Okay, let's go with... You were on the outside again for that last one. So I'm going to stick with that plan. I'm going to stick to the outside. Let's go here. Alright, brief commercial break once again. And in the meantime, I'm just going to restart my bot, see if that fixes the error messages. So just bear with me for a moment. Okay, so just going to keep an eye on that bot. Everything should be good now. I don't know if everything was working or not, but everything should be fine now. Anyways, let's get back into one of these bouts. Okay. Sticking with my tactic. Ooh, my apologies. I thought I had all my notifications turned off. Well, in regards to that, Wardo, I'll take a look into that. It might be something in my settings. I apologize if that's the case. Oh, I see you there. Hey and hello. How are you doing? Yeah, it seems to be fine. You're coming through there now. I'm not sure what would have happened there. I didn't actually change anything, so at least it worked itself out. Hope you are enjoying the start of your weekend, if that is in fact what this is. I know not everybody's a Monday to Friday person. Let's go to... I'm going to stick in the top. I still think there's going to be one show up there soon. Come on. Aha! I knew it. I knew it. Now let's go... Let's go back to the middle. Nah. Well, we got one. That's good. That was a fairly early one. That's not something that I get very often. Slater will be a pro. Is the grind worth it, or focus on contracts? Well, here's the thing. If you're not like me and can properly manage your time, when you stop and think about it, Money in the Bank still only really takes you a couple of minutes to do. And the bouts, you only get the 3 bouts, and they take like 45 minutes to refresh. So, really, if you just go back and forth between the two, you can pretty much work on both. Because once I run out of ad bouts, I'm going to need something to do, and probably Money in the Bank is going to be one of those things. So if you just kind of rotate between the two, you can at least get 1 or 2 rotations before you start getting to a point where both are going to be recharging at the same time. Yeah, there we go. And... lock Kalisto in the corner. Go sit in the corner, Kalisto. You are garbage. Just like Braun said. He wasn't wrong. Oh, that was dirty. I have heard things about, well, a trick or a glitch for bouts. It seemed a little bit long-winded. Depending on what yours is, if it's the same, I might be inclined to give it a try. I don't mind, you know. I don't mind just going with it. The game does give you a lot of different things that you can do. Let's go here. There, we're fine. So we got one in the top corner. Let's go this way. I'm just going to go around the outside. Come on. Yeah. And another commercial break. And another snack break. So just going to mute my mic for a second so I don't burst your eardrums with crunching and slurping and all those nasty, nasty sounds. I'll be right back. Okay, that's better. Now let's get back to it. Okay, Cesaro sitting in Kalisto's corner. That's what I'm going to start calling that. I'm going to keep that Kalisto card. Maybe I'll even put a different picture on it. And I'm always going to refer to that top right corner as Kalisto's corner. Flair, buddy. I was just talking about you not too long ago. How you doing? Fella. Oh, Sheamus. Come on, give the people what they want. Give them a shard. Face. No. Alright. Well, free bout in 3 minutes. So, let's do another commercial break. And by the time that bout is done, we should have another one. You received one free bout. Give me that friggin' hardened bout. Let's go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, no worries, Flair. I was just asking how you were doing. How's your ring dom going? Excuse me. Going great. Good to hear. Good to hear. Pro in the Elite Cesaro. Very nice. I just missed out on the first one, so unfortunately not a pro for me. But still working on that Aries, so that'll more than fill that gap for me. Yeah, I'm working towards that one too. I really want to get it. Even just add it to the catalog, even if I don't pro it. I'm telling you, man, trying to keep the female side balanced with the male side, just it's like blood from a stone. It's just so difficult. All right. 7 choices. Let's go. Still think it's the outside. I still think it's the outside. I'm going to go bottom first. Come on. Come on. Corner. No. Left or center? Ugh. Terrible. Terrible! Alright, we're going to get it on the next one. We have to. We only got 3 choices left. Welcome back, Flair. Trust me, you didn't miss much. Just the continuation of my terrible luck trying to pull shards. Am I going for the ultimate? I would love to go for the ultimate. I don't think I'm going to have the time. If I had more credits to do more pick doublers, possibly. I'm just not sure if I want to use those credits right now, though. I think I want to save them for Road to Glory. Just started Ember? Good stuff. I'm hoping to, if not be there by the end of the night, but to almost be there, to have a good start going into the actual weekend. But we'll see what happens. Because if I keep picking like this, I don't think I'm going to get there soon. How was your day, Agent? My day was, it was long. It's frustrating. I don't want to make this place where I air my dirty laundry, but I will say that if you have a coworker, or perhaps in your case, because I know you mentioned homework before, a classmate who is just generally, it would seem their existence is based solely on making the people around them as miserable as possible. If you know anyone like that, when they really get going, that's the kind of day I've had. Oh, I don't mind you asking at all. It's more just the fact that I don't want to go too far into detail because, this is for happy fun times. I don't want to drag people down into my into my problems. This is not a place for that. So I won't go too far into detail, but I do appreciate you asking. How was your day? Well, it's not too bad. 100% on math. Well, that's always good. Was never my strongest subject. More so for the fact that I didn't like solving things the way the teachers wanted me to solve them. I could get to the answer. I just couldn't show the work, basically. And they didn't like that. Okay. So, once again, back to an inevitable pull. Could we please get it on the first try to save some pulls for, the next one? That'd be great. Let's go. Let's go back to that corner. And no. And let's go to the bottom piece. Yes. Okay. Let's do you. No. And then you. No. No. Ray JLFC96. I did not get Bayley. I would love to get Bayley, but I don't believe that that's going to happen. I'm afraid if you're looking for someone that's going to get the event card, it is the wrong place. I do, however, welcome you to the stream, and if you decide to stick around, I hope you're having a good Friday night and a good weekend. And another brief word from our sponsors. How are you doing in your ring, Dom Ray? Almighty gods, welcome to the stream. Nice, you pulled the event. Very good. Very good. That'll come someday. And I appreciate you sticking around. Alright, Cesaro, you sit in Kalisto's corner. Yeah, Flair, the $0 paid sponsors. Oh, thank you for the vote of confidence, Ray. I appreciate that. Well, Flair, I know exactly how you feel, because before I started on Elite Females, I was sitting on a, oh man, let me think back. I made a huge jump. Before I got Maurice from the Fusion Pot, my best female was a Pro Survivor Fusion Charlotte, I believe. You want to talk about a jump? That was a jump. And I'm talking ranked deck. Now, funny enough, getting the Maurice actually put me into elite tier for my ranked deck, which then gave me a freebie of Dolph Ziggler, which I already had. So I was able to pro the Ziggler. So that was fun. I think you're preaching to the choir, Ray. I was just saying before that it's like blood from a stone trying to keep the female side balanced with the male. Doesn't seem to matter what you do. It just seems inherently harder to keep the females up to par with the males. I don't want to think ill of them, but this is a freemium game. I almost wonder if it's kind of on purpose that it's so much harder, seemingly, by experience it certainly seems that way, harder to, as you say, Ray, to pull females, just so that they can kind of make you look at that store page and go, I could just buy the female elite. Maybe I should do that. Huh. But then most of us snap back, back to the real world where things cost money and realize that is a very bad idea. Okay, let's reveal a piece here. Come on, let's pull a shard. Let's pull a shard here. Let's go up top. Come on. Be nice. Give us an early pull here. Come on. You are just being so cantankerous. Here. Man, oh man. I'm pretty sure you're a fake boat. No, you're not. Okay, great. Going for the number 2 taker, the Money in the Bank taker. Almighty gods, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're enjoying the stream. You must be enjoying at least a little bit of it since you followed. Hopefully I can remain entertaining and you enjoy your stay. You know, when you stop and break it down, and you actually look at Money in the Bank, it's not it's not hard to grind, but there's something about it that just makes it seem so friggin' arduous to do. I don't know if it's just looking at the numbers and seeing how slowly it progresses, but yeah, as you say, Ray, it is totally worth it. You can see I've got that Braun Strowman. That was a huge upgrade to my deck when I picked that up. Oh, thank you for the follow as well, Ray. I appreciate that. I do apologize if I miss a couple things. I'm a little bit loopy after a week full of work. Uh, just starting to wind down now, so. Okay, let's go over here. And yeah, for any of you guys that did follow, as you can see on my layout, I do have some other social media sites that I am a part of. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. I am also on YouTube. I'm going to go get that link for you guys now because it is terribly long. Because I can't do a custom URL for it yet, which kind of makes me mad. But hey, if you guys keep subbing, if I hit 100 subs, I can do a custom URL. Life goals. Okay, so if you'd like to follow me on YouTube, this is the link to follow. And you can see why I say it's god awful. Not the channel, the URL. But yeah, if you want to check me out there, I would really appreciate the subscription there as well. You can leave a like and favorite on the videos there. I actually just import, for now, the streams over to YouTube, so it's archived there also. I mean, I understand having some kind of a standard before they start letting people do custom stuff to their channel. I don't, however, see the reason for it to be easier to start a brand new channel than to edit one that's already in existence. I don't see why that's a thing. I'd already had a channel that had been made, just kind of a personal one that wasn't really, it kind of fell into disuse. So it just seemed like a much smarter decision to just kind of clear that out and just go from there. Apparently I was wrong, but anyway, what's done is done. It's on there now, so it just gives me another thing to be motivated to try to do. It gives me a goal to reach. Awesome. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. I am going to be expanding both channels here on Twitch and on YouTube, possibly in the near future. It may just depend on availability and my free time. I have other projects sort of in the works. I'm in talks with some people. I do have a friend who has a fairly well-established YouTube channel. We've been talking about potentially working together on a bit of a networking project. If that takes off, I will certainly let you guys know. That also is going to be in the, it's going to be about gaming. So it will be relevant to most people here's interests. But speaking of relevant to our interests, what's really relevant is that we draw a shard here and not just, fire blanks 4 more times. So let's go with the corner. Corner again. Other corner. Come on. Come on. Do I stick to my guns? Yes. Ha ha ha! Never been so happy to see you in my life, Classy Freddy Blassie. Yeah, you're the fake bout. That's okay. That is all right. You think it's going to be the face. You know what? Since you're calling the shot, you're calling your shot on this. I'm going to go with it. But I'm going to tell you, in my personal experience, the face cards are almost always some of the last to go. Now, I've got one half of the face, and that already surprised me. I got that very early on. That almost never happens. So let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll jump right back into it. And let's see if Ray's prophecy comes true. Just a quick little snack break, guys. Just going to mute the mic. I will be right back. Ah, there. That's better. I don't know about you guys, but really can't stand it when I'm watching or listening to a stream and all I hear coming across is the crunching and munching and chewing of someone's food in their mouth or slurping and just no. I am not going to subject you guys to that. I will subject you to another bout though. Ah, Kalisto, go shit in your corner. Got a real clash of the Titans here. Henry Supercard, welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying the start of your weekend. Flair, you think the next share is going to be in the background? Okay. Oh, that was a brain fart. Oh wow. That is not what I wanted to do. That is not what I meant to do at all. It's okay. That's okay. We can come back from that. We're just going to go here. We're going to hope real hard that he doesn't retake his Enzo. And he didn't. So we're good. I like to give myself a handicap sometimes. Yeah, that's what it is. That's why I did that. There we go. Moment of truth time. Alright, Heathy baby. Are you under there? Let's find out. Oh. Now, I'm willing to say that the shard under that is part of the face. So I'm going to give you one more shot here. Because I might just get, like, the tip of his chin, the tip of his jaw might be under there. And what do we say? What are we saying? No. And if okay, yeah. Alright, well, we'll start fresh on the next one with Flair's prediction. And we'll go back to the outside. I'm just going to dump a few cards first. And we're going to wait on the network some because, of course, we are. I got Supercard network issues. You got Supercard network issues. Everybody's got Supercard network issues because Cat Daddy's network is not the best. I'll leave it at that. Thirty seconds. 30 seconds. Okay. Let me see. Talking point for 20 seconds. Actually, sure. Why don't we, for the first time in a while, actually talk some wrestling on a wrestling game-related stream? Anybody have any particular highlights from this week of free TV? Be it on Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Any personal favorites? Any highlight moments for anybody? Oh, that is bad luck, dude. Kalisto and Braun. Oh, speaking of which, here, Kalisto, go sit in your corner that Braun carved out for you. Okay. I know a lot of people are saying they didn't like the match. I did like Kalisto versus Braun. And I don't mind the 50-50 booking if you consider the backstage incident the other part of the 50-50. You've just... Kalisto's really gotten the short end of the stick ever since he dropped the U.S. title. I still find it's a miracle he was even given that. I'm still trying to wrap my head around why Kalisto isn't just in the Cruiserweight division. I thought that was why they moved him to Raw. But if they're going to keep him on the main roster, then they friggin' well better find a way to book him better than they have been. I feel like he deserved that win. It was a weird match. He still deserved the win. I have reservations about the beatdown that ensued after. I feel like he should have gotten out of there somehow clean. Whether he ran for his life screaming, I don't care. Because now what? Now he's going to be on the shelf for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. And then what? Jinder taking Randy's title. I'm actually a huge fan of that. Not that I necessarily have anything against Randy, but that's going to be an interesting little caveat to the House of Horrors match at Payback, because I almost feel like that demands that somewhere in that match Jinder's going to show up. You can't have him take the belt that originally this match was focused around. You can't have that not be a part of the picture. It's got to be there. So I have to assume, in my mind, that Jinder's going to show up somehow, whether or not he follows them to the House of Horrors, or whether or not the House of Horrors itself is just going to be another steel cage like the Asylum match, as some people have reported that they think it will be. But I think Jinder's going to be a part of that match somehow. I mean, he's number one contender. He's got the bloody belt. Are you not going to have him on the pay-per-view at all? Because that would be really funny. Kalisto's... Kalisto, I don't know if I would say he's one of my favorites, but I certainly have no problem with him, and he's definitely enjoyable to watch. What I want to see them do, he needs to be moved to the Cruiserweight division. He needs to be on 205 Live, and there needs to be a heated feud between him and Neville. 'Cause I feel like those two could put on a ridiculous couple of matches. Oh, with the stuff in the ring. Yeah, that's... Welcome to my House of Horrors. I hope you're scared of projectors. I I I mean, I think we all hope it's going to be good. Uh, but I think we're all going into this with a hope for the best, plan for the worst mentality. Yeah, I mean, it is WWE creative. So it's very much hit and miss. I want to touch on a point of news that I found interesting. I haven't been able to follow up on it since I heard about it. Perhaps you guys have heard more information and can shed some light on it. But I heard a rumor that a supposedly reliable news source has claimed that WWE has reached an agreement and have actually purchased the rights to the broken gimmick for the Hardys from Impact Wrestling. Now, they're suggesting that this could be true because of the way that Matt has been progressively adding more and more of the broken stuff to his on-air time, be it in interviews or in the ring. It's been getting a little bit more frequent with every match. But I've not heard any more about that other than that initial report. I really hope it's true, because I'm really not digging the Vanilla Hardy Boys thing at all. It needs to just... It's here, do it for a little bit, and then break the crap out of them, because, man, it is so much more entertaining. Let's see. 6 picks. 6 picks. Let's go... Well, Flair, you said it was on the outside. So we'll go with you next. I'm going to start at the top corner. Work my way around. because that's the most backgroundiest of backgrounds. Oh dear. Well, we've really only got one really backgroundy panel left. Oh! Flair! You are the prophet, my friend. Oh, that was only the 5th pick. Okay, well, I have one pick left. Where do you guys think the next shard is? So Ray, your bro thinks it's in the corner. I think I know which one you mean. Gonna go for it. Let's see what we get. I'm afraid your bro is mistaken. If I'm correct in the one that he thought it was. Okay. Well, we're still making pretty good progress tonight. How are we doing for time? It is 20 minutes past midnight where I'm at. I believe the wife's getting home probably within the next hour and a half. Well, I'm certainly going to see how far we can go. But I'm starting to have some doubts as to whether or not this is going to get cleared by the time I go to bed tonight. And we are all out of ad bouts. Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, see, now, this is the time when, like I said, if you're smart, unlike me, you work on some time management. Ray, you must be in the UK, buddy. I got a number of friends there. I'm very familiar with that time zone. Flair, yeah. So you're one time zone further to the west than me. I'm on Atlantic. All right. Well, let's get a couple contracts then. Money in the Bank. Why not? See, this is what the smart person does. You know, you're waiting for bouts to come back. Go work on Money in the Bank. Maybe you want a sexy new card back. Go play some Royal Rumble. If you're really smart, definitely unlike me, you would have started a King of the Ring at around, well, it's what? 12:30 here basically. About 6 hours ago. That's what you would have done. But that's if you're not me. Okay. Toughness and speed. Toughness and speed. Toughness and speed. Do I know about the glitch? I've heard it from a number of people. I don't know if it's the same one that I've heard before. I don't have the details written down. I was kind of out of it when someone mentioned it the last time. Oh, did they patch the game, Flair? Yeah, I've never really. I just stick to I stick to what's there. If I'm really hankering to try to get that Ember Moon, and I feel like I'm not gonna have enough time, I do have some credits left over to spend for pick doublers. Uh, we'll see what happens though, because again, I might just save those for Road to Glory. I find it's easier just to do the uncommon trick to grind out the plus ones and just double them up. Yeah, these choices are killing me here. Alright, look, fine. I'll take a friggin' +3. Holy jeez. See, that's kind of how I feel as well, Flair. Like, when you stop and look at Road to Glory, the fact the fact that they have a method in there, and I know they know about this, that you can set your deck to a bunch of uncommon and grind out plus ones. That system's in there on purpose. I know it is. It has to be. That was not a mistake. Essentially, they've created. You can play the game the normal way, or you can play the game what I would call the heel way, and cheat, air quote, your way into getting some better prizes. Because, I mean, should you necessarily take this roundabout way to eke out a few more points to get that one little card? Some people would say no. They'd rather just go ahead and get what they get with the best cards they have. But then there's some people, like me, who won't settle for that. If the system is in place and it's there for a reason, then I'm willing to exploit it. Come on. Come on. Okay, good. Getting lucky here. Should be in perfect position to double team Joe. Get that last +4. Yeah, go ahead. Bust my muscles. I don't care. You bust my muscles, I'll roll your honor. Bang. With my not Superfly, but Superfly Xavier Woods. That is the most awesomely ridiculous photo of Xavier. I love it so much. So much. How are we doing back over here? There we go. Great. Alright. Let's continue on. Stay still. Go to your corner. The attitudes thing, I'd be more okay with it if there was an in-game currency to spend rather than premium currency. If they had both, I feel like attitudes shouldn't you shouldn't have to pay the same thing for them that you pay for actual cards to use in the game. They don't truly serve a functional purpose. They're purely cosmetic. And that's the part I disagree with. See, if there was some kind of a point system that you could spend those points on things in the game aside from the credits, that's where I think the attitude should fall. Because, I mean, yeah, they're cute, they're funny. It's, you roll somebody over in rank and you woo them to death. Now, it's amusing to do from time to time. But if I have to choose between getting a few pick doublers or title shots, or I can get this funny little cartoon that I'll use once or twice every week, that doesn't seem right to me. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Ray, because I'll be perfectly honest, I can't remember the last time I saw anything besides a John Cena or a Ric Flair, which were the two free ones they gave out. I honestly, I'm pretty confident in saying I don't think it's any other ones have ever been used in a ranked match I've been in. No, exactly, and I feel the same way. Some of them are kind of funny, but they're not worth what you pay for them. It doesn't matter how much you use them, they're not worth that. I haven't been seeing any more of those error messages coming up on the music bot. So am I safe in assuming that the music's been playing okay? Dev12443, hello and welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Friday night. I'm just getting ready to unload another 4 picks here on Heath. I'm not sure where we want to go with this one. I kind of want to stick to the outside. How's your ring dom going, Dev? Yeah, let's stick to the outside. Let's start here. And I'm gonna go. Aha! Yes, I knew it. Now, gonna take a risk here. Do I have Twitter? Yes, I do. In the bottom left corner of my overlay, you will see my Twitter handle. You can feel free to subscribe to me there. Hit me up anytime. My other social media stuff, I'm on Facebook. I have an Instagram that I haven't added to the overlay yet because I just got it today. And I'm also on YouTube. And I realize it's been a little while since I've posted that link. So if you'd like to subscribe on YouTube, I do import the archives of these streams there as well. You can follow me at that address. Tico knows. Thank you so much for the hosting. I really appreciate it. Let's see. So we gotta choose here. We got two picks left, and I'm thinking. So we just got one. I'm thinking we go for the face. It's never the face, but we just drew one. So I'm gonna go for it. And face. How about the chin? How about just the jawline? No dice. No joy, but we did get one. So we are closing in on this card being done. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight, but like I said, we still have a little bit of time left. For anybody who's just joined, thank you for tuning in. Whether or not you're here originally on the stream or if you're tuning in through hosting, my name is Agent B13. I really appreciate you being here. Feel free to follow. I hope you enjoy the stream. Just going to check and see if this is a fake bout or not. I think it is. And survey says yes, it is. Sadly, I seem to be out of ad bouts. So if you were looking to catch someone playing a little bit of money in the bank, well, you've come to the right place. Because we've got another 4.5 minutes to go before I get another bout. So we'll just do a little bit of MITB and then come back and use the next bout. But how is everybody's ring dom going? Lazy Booman and Morbid G3, no CID3. Apologies for the pronunciation. Thank you both very much for following. Hope you guys are having a good start to your weekend. Toughness and charisma. Toughness and charisma. Really? No. Let's not get greedy here. by the time we're done this, we should have another bout back on Ring Dom. And hopefully I can regale you all with an early pull. But considering the track record tonight, I'll say cautiously optimistic is a bit of an overstatement. Boomin, can you join? When a slot opens up, I am willing for people from the stream to come in and give them a shot on the team. I do have minimum requirements set up. Like Flair mentioned, right now it is set to Elite. Pretty soon it's going to go up to Ultimate. We had someone come back to the team. This is how tight-knit the team is. We had someone leave the team on very amicable terms. They went out and they basically poached from another team. Their tiers skyrocketed. And when they came back to the team, they actually shot us from Elite into Ultimate. Can I see your team? I can show the general screen. I'm not keen on showing members. I've not cleared that with them yet. And I do want to give them the consideration of asking them first. I do appreciate everything my members do, so I want to give them at least that bit of respect. Rowan, sit down. Just sit down. Good, thank you. Flair, yes, I did keep my word. As of the last time I checked on the team, there should still be a spot open. Okay, good. And as you can see, it looks like they're holding off because it does look like we have requests. So there is that spot open. So if you can get there in time, I don't want to set necessarily a concrete time frame, but you know, if we're getting hard up against it and the event's going to start soon and you can't make it, it's okay. We may have to fill that spot. Someone else in the stream, I don't know, is Caleb still here? I think Caleb might have had to peace out. Caleb was on earlier. He's actually starting up a secondary team. Basically like a placeholder team for conspirators. So with that in mind, for anyone who is here on the stream who does not have a team or is looking to move over to a team, I'm still working out the details with Caleb. I can give you the name that he registered it under. That's the team name that Caleb registered earlier on today. And I did let him know that if he's able to get that off the ground, if the team can actually get up and running, I'm perfectly fine with considering that the secondary conspirators team. We could then use that to hold players who maybe aren't quite up to the minimum tier yet, so that people can still play with people that are going to be on the team. Eugene Donnelly, hello and welcome. Hope your ring dom is going well. Hope your weekend is also getting off to a good start. Let's go in and check. Yes, okay, we got that boat back. So let's get right back into this. Kalisto, go sit in your corner. The other thing for me, I feel like I need to make this known. I am very much an advocate of life happens. And I do feel like it's necessary to understand that people have lives outside of the game while still wanting to be competitive. And I feel like this is why the team is so close-knit and why everyone kind of respects everyone else. I don't ask a lot of team members other than to communicate. And that doesn't necessarily mean to be in the team chat all the time. I simply mean that if something comes up, I ask people just to please tell me once they know. If you're going to miss an event, that's okay, as long as it doesn't become a trend. When that becomes a trend, that becomes a problem. But I have no problem with someone who has something come up. They have to miss out on one of the events. Everyone else knows ahead of time, so everybody else picks up the slack. The team is very good about that. Viper52431, hello and welcome to the stream. And I think I just... someone just... Yes, Eugene Donnelly, thank you for following. I appreciate that. But as I was saying, as long as people communicate with me, I'm very understanding of people's plights. I work a full-time job and support a family, and that takes up a lot of time. But I still find time to do stuff like this. So I know it's a balance. I know some people's work-life balance is different, and that's okay. I base this team on doing absolutely everything we can within our power. And if that means that someone sits out an event here or there, as long as it's not 2, 3, 4 events in a row, that's okay. Just tell me. If you don't tell me, and you ghost on me, then we have a problem. So, I mean, it comes down to very, very simple principles. Just common sense. If you know, it's only 2 days for a team event. If you're going to be gone for the first day, just tell me. Just tell one of the generals. We totally get it. Do I live in Maine? No, I am actually from Canada. I am a little bit east of Maine, in a province called New Brunswick. Viper, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. For anyone who didn't catch earlier, you can see some of them in my overlay. I am on a lot of the different socials. You can check out my Facebook, my Twitter on the lower left. I will once again drop this god-awful Twitter link. Please go and subscribe, because once I hit 100 subscribers, this can turn into something nice and neat like youtube.com/AgentB13. And that's going to look so much prettier than this line of garbage. Oh, Dev from Calais, right on. Yeah, you're not too far from the border then. I've been down around, I haven't been into Maine, but I've been very, very close to the border, around St. Stephen. Actually, it's where I had my honeymoon after I got married. How long did it take to get elite cards? That that requires me to go back and remember when I started playing this. That's a good question, and it's going to vary from person to person. But I do remember hitting a couple of walls. Now, not everybody's going to have that happen where, progression just seemed to slow down. For me, it was a case of at the time they were still calling them divas in the game as well. But the progression of my divas had pretty much ground to a halt. I kind of told this story earlier on in the stream that I got to hardened tier at one point. I really hope this works. Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah, we're good. I got to hardened tier on the back of my strongest diva, which at that time was a pro fusion Survivor Charlotte. That was my most powerful diva. You can bet when I pulled a Maurice out of the fusion pot at elite level, I was very, very happy. I was even more happy when that put me into elite, gave me a Dolph Ziggler elite freebie, which pro'd my already existing Dolph Ziggler elite. So that's how quickly things can change. You can be stuck in a rut for a little while, and then all of a sudden, one little change of luck, one change of fortune, and all of a sudden you're flying again. Did I play Season 1? First of all, Drone3XX, welcome to the stream. I came in around the tail end of Season 1. I think I was only playing for maybe a couple of months at the most before they announced Season 2 was coming in. So I didn't get too deep into that. I do have, as you'll see in some of my cards, that they do have the Season 1 portraits for the superstars. I did get a few of those, not a whole lot. There's a lot of them that I missed that I really, really wanted to get, but it just didn't happen. Thank you, Flair. Alright. Where are we gonna go? Where are you hiding? Now, the last one that was predicted was on the outside. Those four in the middle are kind of staring me in the face. Yep, I'm going to go that way. Oh! Oh! First pick. That's probably the first time this has happened in this entire event so far. Okay, so we got 3 more picks, and starting fresh. Let's see, where do we go now? I'm going to go up top. I'm going to go here first. And then I'm going to go to the corner. And then I'm going to go here. Well, at least the 3 other picks help to increase the odds on the next pull. Because usually my luck dictates that I pull 3 with and then draw the shard. Started playing a month after the game came out. Nice, you're a seasoned vet then, Drone. Oh, Drone, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so that was a fake vote. We only got to wait 2.5 more minutes. That's not too bad. I think we can talk this one out. Let's have a little fireside chat. I already asked what people's highlights were from the week that was in wrestling. Now that was mainly WWE. I do kind of follow other stuff, but not as much as I follow WWE. I do certainly enjoy New Japan. I don't see a whole lot of Ring of Honor. Impact, I tend to stay away from. But yeah, if anyone's got any highlights from the week of wrestling, be it in the ring or out, like I said, I mentioned that there was a rumor that WWE had actually bought the rights to the Broken Gimmick from Impact. That will have an impact on in-ring stuff with the Hardys, but it is more of an out-of-ring thing. It's more of a business deal. But that to me is certainly, if that is true, that's definitely one of the highlights this week in the wrestling world. Do I know the hack? I assume, Dev, that you're probably talking about the glitch. I am aware of its existence. Um, I I tend to stay away from those. I wouldn't even say it's necessarily based on principle. I I don't mind waiting. Now, if it was a little more than 2.5 minutes, I probably would have gone back to Money in the Bank and done another bout. But seeing as how we're already down to 30 seconds, it wasn't that bad. So I tend to stay away from that stuff. Please do bottom left next time. Okay. Well, I think you were the first one to call the shot on this one. It looks that way. Yep. So we're going to see if you're right. Or I guess, rather, we're going to see if you're bottom left. That was a terrible joke. Alright, here we go. Okay, Cesaro, you're going to have to sit in Kalisto's corner. This is a very lopsided hand. Okay, I think we're going to have to go... Yeah, I think we're going to have to load up this way first. Usually the hand evens itself out a little bit better than this. Okay, well, let's try it. Eugene, what tier am I? In ranked, I am currently Elite Plus Plus. I have a couple cards I'm working on that hopefully are going to get me, if not into, then very, very close to Ultimate. But for now, I am Elite Plus Plus. NHL Flair, you're still pushing for NHL Supercard. I'm gonna seriously have to take a look at that in the next little while, and see how much of a time investment that's going to be. But I have not ruled it out. I have not ruled that out as something else that I will play. Probably not to the extent of this. This is certainly the game that eats up the most of my time. It's why I did start the stream with it. Playing 3 months and an elite tier. Good on you, Eugene. In the recent past, I'd say really since season 2 started, and just do not take this as a knock on you. That is not true. It's gotten a little bit easier to kind of hit the ground running. I found, especially with they've really increased the value of the login bonuses. They kind of have to with the amount of tiers that have come in over the course of the new seasons. When they added in SummerSlam, when they added in Hardened, Elite, Ultimate, they added in Mania 33. I won't be surprised if in the next little while, if they do one more increase to the number of tiers, if we don't start seeing login bonuses of Ultimate cards. Right now they're stopped at Elite, but I can see that moving up again as well. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You asked for the bottom left. And I'm going to... Oh! Well, that makes me look awful silly. I need to listen to you guys more often, apparently. Now, do I still have that other Almas? I can't remember. I'll have to look at my cards. Alright, so we still have 2 picks. Anybody want to call their shot on this one? Ultimate Gamer 916, thank you so much for the hosting. I appreciate that. To anybody who is watching on that stream, hello and welcome. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Dev, you're calling top right? Okay. Let's have a look. That is not it. Bottom right. Oh! Eugene, you're calling your shot now. Alright, everybody, it behooves me to tell you that my wife is now home from work. So I would ask that you kindly say hello.
Hi. That's not my voice. That is.
So we got 9.5 minutes. Well, let's go do Money in the Bank. I got one more bout left in that. I think what we'll do, we're going to do Money in the Bank at a nice leisurely pace. We'll have some more fireside chatting. We'll wait for that next bout. We'll do one more ring dom, and then I'm probably going to have to call it a night, as I am going to want to get up, spend some time with my family before I really get back into ring dom tomorrow. So I am going to need to get a little bit of sleep. But that's not now. That's later. Oh, thank you, Dev. I will tell her. Eugene, when you're at university and your girlfriend's back home. I know that feel, bro. I actually studied abroad for a semester in England while my wife, then girlfriend, was still home in Canada. And I was gone for 4 months. That was painful. It was nice to get back. It was still an experience of a lifetime. But it's one of the things that I, if I could have changed it, I would. Alright, I'm getting greedy. I shouldn't be using Brock yet, but no, heck with it. Okay, so you're in England, she's in Ireland. Gotcha. Ireland's a nice place too, though. I actually got to visit Dublin on that same exchange when we went on spring break. Very nice place. Oh, thank you very much, Ray. I appreciate that. Will I be live tomorrow? I'm hoping to be. It will probably again be in the evening. I generally try to keep it to that time on the weekends while my wife is at work and while my child is asleep, just so that it A is uninterrupted and B so that I'm splitting my time properly. I do have very little time with my family during the weekdays. We tend to work opposite shifts, so I do want to put some time aside so that I can spend it with my family. But yes, to answer your question, the plan is to be on tomorrow night and even a little bit on Sunday, hopefully. That's a little less certain, but Saturday should be a go for sure. Let's go. Let's be conservative on this one. I'm just worried about the last two tiers. Is my plan to get the hardened and end it there? That was the plan. I don't think that's gonna happen though. I still got a little ways to go. I'm hoping though that at least I'm hoping that by the time I start the stream tomorrow, I will be on the elite card. I'll actually be very disappointed if I'm not. Okay, there we go. We're looking much better now. Looking much better. Let me bring up my client dev. That looks like you there. Yep, that's you. Yeah, I can certainly give you a follow back. There you go. And let's finish this off. I can't remember if this is the one that I finished or not, so I'm going to use Aries first. Alright. How are we doing for time now? Okay, we're back down around the 2.5 minute mark. Alright, well, we'll just wait this out. Ah, perfect. There we go. We'll leave it right there so we'll get that hardened bout. But did anyone have any questions, any comments, concerns, criticisms, any other words that start with C that I can't think of right now because it's terribly late at night and I'm about ready to go to bed? All right, heading out, Dev. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, you know where I'm at. If you see me going live, feel free to drop in. Thank you so much, Flair. I appreciate the support, buddy. All right, take care, Dev. All right, one more minute. We'll get this last bout in, and we'll call it a night, and we'll prepare for tomorrow. So what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 more shards left. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Last game hype! Oh, I hope to get a shard too, and let's find out. Kalisto, you know where you're going. Alright, let's load up on this side first. Once again, with those lopsided hands, it's actually a very balanced deck. This doesn't usually happen. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go here first. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the support, Ray. For follow, were you talking about here on Twitch, or so I may have missed where exactly you meant that to be. But regardless of where it is, I am more than happy to follow you back. Fun to watch and funny. Well, let me tell you, if you're laughing now, if you guys can help me pick up a webcam or something to get face cam, you'll really be laughing then. Let's just sneak Booker T in there. And we don't need to fight. Do I want to take Kalisto back? Why not? It's the last match. Alright, moment of truth time. Anybody want to call their shot? Perfect, I got you, Ray. I gave you the follow back. Nobody? Try his name. Okay. Are you here? Not in the name. Anybody else? Or Ray, you got another shot you want to call? A hole with a face. We're going there, are we? Okay. We'll go with the main one first, and then if not that, we'll go with the chin, the jawline. I got 3 left. So here's 1. Oh! Flair! My buddy! And it's a pick doubler. Hey! You want to pick again? Look at that face. Just look at that face. Okay, race in top right. I'm afraid your luck may have run out, Ray. We got 1 left. Anybody want to call their shot? Yeah, all right, we gotta turn your luck around, Ray. I'm giving you this shot, Ray. You call it. Where's it at? We've got 7 slots left. We gotta turn your luck around. Left, middle. All right, here we go. Here we go. Can we change the tides of Ray's luck with this? Well, we tried. We tried. Alright, I'm going to check this just to see if it's a fake bout or not. I believe it is. If it's not, if it's real, we'll play it. But, yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Well, that is going to be it for the night, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're still here, I appreciate you being on this marathon with me. I hope to be back tomorrow night. Chances are I will be. Ray, maybe if you stop back in, maybe we can change your luck then, buddy. But thank you again for stopping by, for following, for hosting. Anything you guys have done, I appreciate the support. Check me out on the socials. Let me one more time. I'm going to slap that god-awful YouTube link down there so you can take a look at that. Please, if you would, hit me up with a subscription, because again, 100 subs equals not god-awful custom URL. But thank you. I'm going to peace out. I hope you guys have a good rest of the night, and I hope to see you tomorrow.